Surat Fusilat, or Surat Asajda, chapter of made distinct, or chapter of the prostration. You know, because there is a prostration in this. There's 2 verses, and then you prostrate after. In the name of Allah, the merciful, the compassionate. Hamim, a revelation from the merciful, the compassionate. A book whose signs have been made distinct as an Arabic Qur'an for a people who have knowledge. A bringer of good tidings and a warner, but the most of them have turned away, and they do not hear. They say our hearts are veiled from what thou callest us to, and in our ears is heaviness, and between us and thee is a curtain, so follow thy line of conduct, and we are going to follow ours. Say, I'm a human being like you, to whom it has been suggested that your God is one God, so be straight towards him, and ask pardon of him. Woe to the polytheist, who do not give the zakat, and in the hereafter do not believe. Verily, those who have believed and wrought the works of righteousness have a reward rightfully theirs. Say, do ye really disbelieve in him who created the earth in 2 days, and to him do ye set up peers? And that is the Lord of the worlds. He set up on it mountain peaks above it, and bestowed blessing on it, and decreed in it its various foods in 4 days, equally to those who ask. Then he straightened himself up to the sky, which was smoke, and said to it and to the earth, come obediently or unwillingly. They said, we come obediently, and he finished them as 7 heavens in 2 days, and inspired into each heaven its command. And we have adorned the near heaven with lights, and as a guard, that is the disposition of the sublime, the all-knowing. So if they turn away, say, I give you warning of the thunderbolt, like the thunderbolt of Ad and Thamud, when the messengers came to them from before and from behind, saying, do not serve any but Allah. They said, if our Lord had willed, we would have sent down angels. So in the message with which ye are sent, we are disbelievers. As for Ad, they thought themselves great in the earth without justification, and said, who is greater than we in power? Did they not then see that Allah who created them was greater than they in power? Our signs they were disowning, so we sent upon them a violent wind in days calamitous, that we might cause them to taste the punishment of humiliation in the near life, but the punishment of the hereafter is more humiliating still, and they will not be helped. As for Thamud, we guided them, but they preferred blindness to guidance, so there took them the thunderbolt of the punishment, degradation, for what they had been piling up. But we delivered those who had believed and had been showing piety. On the day when the enemies of Allah would be rounded up to the fire, urged forward, until when they come to it, their hearing and their sight and their skins will bear witness against them of what they have been doing. They will say to their skins, why have ye borne witness against us? They will reply, Allah hath given us utterance, who hath given everything utterance. He created you the first time, and to him are ye caused to return. Ye did not take cover against your hearing and your sight, and your skins witnessing against you, but ye thought that Allah did not know much of what ye were working. And that thought of yours, which ye held about your Lord, has destroyed you, and ye find yourselves among the losers. So if they persist, the fire is their abode, and if they ask amends, they are not of those to whom amends will be made. We have assigned to them close companions, and they have made appear fair to them what is before them and behind them. So upon them has come true the saying regarding communities of jinn and men who passed away before them. Verily, they were losers. Those who have disbelieved say, do not listen to this Qur'an, but babble about it. Mayhap ye will have the upper hand. So we shall assuredly cause those who have disbelieved to taste a severe punishment, and we assuredly recompense them the worst of what they have been working. And that is the recompense of the enemies of Allah, the fire, wherein they will have an eternal dwelling, a recompense for their having been our signs disowning. Those who have disbelieved say, O our Lord, show us those of the jinn and man who have led us astray, and we shall set them beneath our feet, that they may be the very lowest. Those who have said, Our Lord is Allah, and have then acted straight, upon them the angels keep letting themselves down. Fear not and grieve not, but rejoice in the tidings of the garden which ye have been promised. We are your patrons in the near life and in the hereafter. Therein ye shall have what your souls desire. Therein shall ye have whatever ye call for, a reception from a forgiving and compassionate one, who is better in regard to what he says than he who summons to Allah and acts uprightly and says, I am one of those who surrender themselves. Good and evil are not on the same footing. Repel the evil with what is better, and lo, he is between whom and thee there is enmity, will be as if he were a warm friend, but none shall meet with it. But those who have endured, and he who meets with it meets with great good fortune. If any incitement come to thee from Satan, seek refuge with the law. Verily he is the hearer, the knower. Among his signs are the night and the day, the sun and the moon. Do obeisance neither to the sun nor to the moon, but do obeisance to Allah who created them. If him ye are serving, if they are too proud, those who are in thy Lord's presence, sing praises to him night and day, they worry not. Among his signs is that one who sees the earth drooping, but when we send down water upon it, it stirs and swells. Surely he who revives is the reviver of the dead. Surely he is over everything with power. Verily those who decry our signs are not hid from us. Is then he who is cast into the fire better off, or he who comes with an easy mind on the day of resurrection? Work what ye will. Verily he of what ye work is observant. Verily those who have disbelieved in the reminder when it came to them, and verily it is a book sublime. Falsehood comes not to it from before, from behind, a revelation from one wise and praiseworthy. Nothing is said to thee but what has been said to the messengers before thee. Verily thy Lord wields forgiveness and also punishment painful. If we had made it a foreign Qur'an, they would have said, why are not its signs made distinct? Foreign and Arabic, say to those who have believed, it is guidance and healing, but in the ears of those who do not believe is heaviness, and to them it is blindness. They are addressed from a place far off. We gave Moses the book, and differences arose regarding it, and had it not been for a word from thy Lord which had preceded, decision would have already have been given between them. But see, in regard to it, they are in doubt, disquieting. Whoever acts uprightly, it is for his own good, and whoever does evil, it is against himself. Thy Lord is not a wrongdoer to his servants. To him is remitted the knowledge of the hour. Not a fruit cometh forth from its cup, nor does a female bear or bring forth but with his knowledge. And on the day when he shall address them, where are my partners? They will say, we protest to thee. There is not amongst us a witness. What they formerly called upon will go astray from them, and they will think there is for them no place of shelter. Man grows not weary of praying for good, but when evil touches him, he loses heart and despairs. But if after a time of hardship which had affected him, we cause him to taste a mercy from us, he says, this is mine, and I do not think the hour imminent. And if I am returned to my Lord, surely I shall have with him the best reward. So we shall certainly announce to those who have disbelieved what they have wrought, and we shall cause them to taste of a punishment rough. When we bestow favor upon man, he turns and moves away. But when evil touches him, he makes long prayers. Say, have ye considered if it is from a law, and ye have then disbelieved in it? Who is more in error than who is in schism far-reaching? We shall show them our signs in the skies and in themselves, until it becomes clear to them that it is the truth in regard to thy Lord. Does it not suffice that he over all things is witness? Is it not the case that they are in doubt as to the meeting with their Lord? Is it not the case that he all things doth comprehend? And so recently it was discovered an individual star over 12 billion miles away. The first time that's the furthest that an individual star has been said. And, you know, the comparison of the heavens is like unto the other. Oh, like a ring in the desert, and one upon the other, and a likeness of certain journey of this heaven, and then it's a certain journey of this heaven, and that sort of thing. So the people turning away the guidance, well, it's far off for them, just like some of the scientific miracles, as they're called. There are still some that are a bit off from what we're capable of verifying, but it seems that someday we might be able to. And that's what mythology is all about. Mythology is about a relationship. It's, you know, it's not the same thing as a fable. The Bible, the use of the word mythos and, you know,